Do do you feel like that your life is being uh, pushed around by circumstances? Do you feel like you think about something that you want to do, like a goal, but then a few days afterwards, like you don't feel like going anymore? Like the gym can take care of itself. I don't want to read that book. Like let's forget about my habits. Like if that's ever happened to you, type in the comments below, and you will see that you're not alone, because a lot of people uh, come up with new goals, and they have a system, like they think that they'll build a system, yeah, in quotations, and they think, I'll go to the gym every day and I'm gonna like do pull-ups like the Terminator in Terminator 2, like the Sarah Connor was doing. So I'll do chin-ups and all that stuff. Yeah. So humans fail, but systems don't. So that's the whole point of this video. What I'm going to talk to you about today is the three things. One is how to build systems that work for you, how to apply design thinking to build better systems, and how to track your systems in such a way that you keep getting satisfaction. Right? So thanks for clicking on this video. Like the person who would click on this video is somebody who knows that they need systems in their life and they want to make a huge difference in how things are working on with their life. So if you notice, like I have upgraded my lighting system. So let there be light, and there's a lot of light right now, maybe too much. Okay. Uh, right. So today we're going to talk about uh, how you can apply design thinking and design principles to build systems in your life that would transform your productivity into something like you never thought in your wildest imagination. So excuse me, this book is pretty good. It made me catch my breath. So the design of everyday things by Don Norman. Like this book is so good that Don Norman he has written a couple of other books too, but like this is one of his best hits. Like people, the design of everyday things is like almost like a legend with designers. And the last time he wrote, this is like the second edition. Yeah, it's a revised and expanded edition. But I remember reading an older version of it, which was called The Design of Everyday Things. Yeah, it was called A Psychology of Everyday Things, and it was released in 1988. So in the 1988 edition, he had like a full example about like a large machine which combined typewriter, fax machine, and all of the 80s. Man, the 80s had some weird objects on their offices, like Rolodexes, like to keep track of their contacts and whatnot. And he was like, an exercise was to imagine what kind of a machine would look like, which combine everything. And he like, it's kind of cool, right? Like because right now we have a smartphone which satisfies all those conditions. But back then, he wouldn't have been able to imagine such a thing, right? So in this, he mentions this. He mentions that, hey, in the previous edition, remember I told you about that kind of thing, and here we have it. Like we have a smartphone. So what is design, right? Like design is something that gets thrown around a lot. Like Apple keeps saying, oh, we're a design company, and we design this cool stuff. So design is supposed to look really cool, and also at the same time it's supposed to be super easy to use. So it's even a cliche at this point that people who use Apple phones, when they come to Android, they feel something is missing, like something is not working out as it does, because it seems almost as if Apple has mastered the art of design. Uh, Incidentally, uh, even Peter Thiel, right? Peter Thiel in his book Zero to One, he mentions that entrepreneurs are like designers. They make something like so good, like something like never before seen in the market, and so eccentric, like nobody else is doing it. It's almost like they are a monopoly in their own whatever they're doing. They're the only one who do it, and that is what makes design so unique, is because it's built by something just as unique in the universe, that is you. I pointed to myself, but I also mean you by that. So like you don't have to feel left out. So how can you apply design to your life? That's the whole stick of this video. So here I want to talk about something. Don. His name is Donald Norman. So we'll call him Don Norman. So how you would apply design to your life? So Don Norman came up with this term called human-centered design. So if you can see here, yeah, this. Okay, I hope the camera is focusing. If not, I'll read out what these things in the circle are. All right. See, like I'm not gonna put up editing capabilities just yet, but just as you see the light shine upon us, we will also have editing soon. So let's have like patience is a virtue. Yeah. So so like let me start. So the human-centric design goes from observation, idea generation, prototyping, testing, right? So what is that like? How does that work? So these are the four aspects of human-centered design, which is like the principles of it. Like observation, first you observe your life, like observe like the subject, or like if you are like going to apply this on a project which is outside in the world, like as you know Don Norman would do, um, they would just start observing. So observing is very vital, because it's not that like you're like Howard Rourke from the Fountainhead. You come, walk into the site and you just say, I'm gonna design, like draw some drawings in the sand and go home, and the next day you come and the building is built up, based on your conditions, and the building works. It works magically. We don't know how it works. It just works. So that's not, let's not go there. uh, Design comes from observation. You make a study. Like it doesn't have to be something so alien, like as if some alien spacecraft just landed that thing there and it exists. No, you need to recognize who that person is. Like almost like drawing, like giving a gift to a best friend. Like you gotta like know the friend enough to like pick the right thing to give to that friend. So observation, right? Next is idea generation. So this is like the most fun part of the exercise. You gather some friends, or I mean your team. Like we are professionals here, right? Like you gather your team inside, and you like brainstorm and stuff, and come up with like crazy ideas, like what we can do next and all that. And next is prototyping. Once you get the ideas, what do? Like no, do you go sit down and like download, like I mean buy like 10 books on your Kindle and start reading all of them, and spend like a year or two just researching for your thesis? No, you start prototyping. You start building your first iterative product, and you test it. That's the next part. Fourth part is testing. Then you observe it again. So this is it. This is human-centered design. It goes on and on and on. It never ends. Like Peter Thiel, even in his book 0 to 1, which is a book I'm reading right now. That's why I keep bringing up quotes of 0 to 1. So in that, he keeps saying that some companies are like so focused on the future that they keep being in the status of being a startup. Like Apple considers it the largest startup company. So it's like they keep looking for something new. They keep testing, keep prototyping, keep testing, keep prototyping. On and on it goes. Similarly, like you can take that approach to your life as well. That's the algorithm where you explore / exploit, where you keep exploring, looking for new ideas, and you once you know that you have enough, you can just sit back and you can exploit the benefits from it, take as much time as you want, and go back to exploration. Or you can choose to like explore indefinitely, and that would be a very interesting thing to see in a business or in a person. So here, when I say that you can apply these design principles to build better habits for yourself, it's like I'm taking two things and putting them together. It may sound like I'm bringing like higher grade artillery into like a fist fight, right? But it may not seem like that, because I mean, an artillery would like make you win the fight very fast. But here it's all about using just the right firepower to like nudge you and maybe push you, and then boom, you're like you keep going, you keep growing like a rocket. So that's what I meant by coming up with new better habits. So you need a framework for this. We are going to apply human-centric design on a case study such as myself, and then we're going to figure out how to apply this in a atomic like habits. Like basically, if you need to know how to apply it into design, you need to do your due diligence. I did make fun of like people who like read 10 books and do some research, but a little bit of research is necessary. Okay, like I'm talking about the people who are come up with analysis paralysis. They are like, oh, we got to analyze so much, we are just paralyzed, to not take action. So action is imperative here. Like this, speed is the name of the game. So how would you generate new habits for a person using human-centered design? Is first you got to observe. So start by what I have started doing is I keep alarms on my phone every 1.5 hours. Once I wake up at 7, and then I have an alarm at 8:30. No, 7:30. I mean between that, like 7:45, and I have an alarm at 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and I have alarms in between that as well. When that happens, I stop all action and I just be self-aware and see what I'm really doing. Am I like am I wasting my time on social media, or am I like doing something productive, or am I doing some art stuff, or am I like creating something? So like that's the observation part. So once you observe something, like you need to record it somewhere, like you can use it on a journal, or you can have a tracker on your phone, whatever. So now you've got to come up with an idea generation. An idea needs to come from your values. Okay, what is it that you want to make a difference in your life or in any other person's life using this methodology? So an idea could be that I would watch one tutorial to learn how to like improve my art skills on on digital art, or I could like watch another video about body language to improve my standing on YouTube, and so on and so forth. So then I need to prototype it. Sometimes what happens is you go all guns blazing, and if you think, oh, burpees are amazing workouts, and I'm going to start doing 10 burpees per day, and you're going to find out, like if you keep researching on burpees and you have an analysis paralysis, then you would probably not go do it, and you will still keep it in your plan. And after like 6 or 7 months, you find out that 10 burpees like wind you out. And oops, see, I told you about the alarm. It's just foreshadowing. So that's my so the burpees, right? So you find out that the burpees don't work for you. 5 burpees is like too much. So you cut it down a bit. How about 1 burpee per day? Now 1 burpee per day. 1 burpee per day can like make like as long as you do it every month, maybe it will become 2 burpees in the next month. And human beings don't work in linear growth. Okay, like they go in an exponential curve. So in the beginning, it would seem like you're not having like a lot of benefits, but sooner or later you'll see a lot more things happening to yourself because it's exponential. So keep testing, never stop testing, keep recording your observations in some kind of a journal or something. You become your own project, and who knows, right? Like if you apply these principles in your life, then you could go straight to the top, tippy top. And I hope this is useful to you. I'm practicing my YouTube skills, and this is my doctrine. Put videos every day. So let's see how that goes. It's a brilliant idea, I think.